my name's Audrey. I am a second-year nursing student through Maricopa Community College, and I just thought I'd make a video and kind of explain the process, what getting in looks like, what needs to be done, because when I first applied and was inquiring about nursing school, I was really confused on the process and just did not know what to expect. I had no friends going through it. So hopefully this helps someone and kind of clears things up. There's two programs you can take. You can take your traditional program through Maricopa. That's your associate's degree in nursing. It's 2 years long. And you're just through the Maricopa school that you got into. And then you have the CEP program, which I chose, and it's the concurrent enrollment program. So you pick a four-year university. I chose GCU, but there's like ASU, NAU, Ottawa, and you are getting your bachelor's degree at the same time you're getting your associate's. So it's a little heavier of a workload, but it's definitely doable. I haven't had an issue with it. They're, heavy on discussions and essays, so it's more of that for the bachelor's. But that's also 2 years unless you decide to do midpoint. So that means you're halfway done with your nursing program and then you add on your bachelor's degree. So you could be a nurse and then still get your bachelor's degree while you are an RN. So you can work while you're getting it. Both are options. I chose to do it all at the start, so I applied with my CEP. So there's some things you need before you apply. So for on the Maricopa website, you do your CEP application. And just to let you know, if you do your CEP, you're applying for the traditional no matter what. So this applies to everyone. So you do your application, and then you have to take your HESI, that's the entrance exam. You need a 75% in math and then an 80% in the English, writing, grammar, I think, to pass, and you don't have to retake it if you get higher than that. I got an 88% combined, and so it was fine. I submitted it with that score. And then your unofficial transcripts. So your unofficial transcripts have to be your prereqs. I had my undergrad done, so all of my classes I took for that applied to the nursing program. I wish I had a list of what you need. It's like math, chem, bio, English. Those are kind of your prereqs. And I think the prereqs, if you have none, take about 2 years to complete. And then once you have all that done, you're ready to apply for the program. And then there's little stuff you need. Also, your fingerprint clearance card is one of them. I think it's like $70 to get that done. And then I had to get my CPR done. I did it through Maricopa, and it's good for 2 years once you get that done. So those are kind of the little things you need before you even apply. Recently, I think December of 2022, they made it so that you have to go get your CNA or take a nursing assistant class. And I didn't make the cutoff where I didn't have to get it done. I had to go do it. So I decided to get my full CNA license because I got clinical experience and I was just waiting around. So I thought it'd be really helpful. And I 100% recommend the program. I did it through Arizona Medical Training Institute. You just want to make sure that Maricopa will accept the CNA program that you're taking it through. You can also go through Maricopa and get the nursing assistant class done. I don't know what the price difference is. The CNA program was definitely spendy, but it prepped me for Block 1 so great. And I had nursing home experience that way, which is where you're at for Block 1 clinicals. So I would definitely recommend the CNA program. And you also just find a whole new respect for CNA. So I really recommend it. I did that in August, and then I had all my prereqs done, sat for my HESI, had my fingerprint clearance card, and then sent my application in and waited. Most people wait for 2 years. I've heard people wait for 3 or more. I got in a month after I applied. I don't know how that happened. Apparently that's just not normal, but maybe it's because I did my CEP. So I applied in the winter. I got my acceptance in February. So the acceptance letter said, congratulations, you've made it into the program for fall of 23. And then you kind of just send a contract in that they attach on the email, and then you just wait around. So there's compliance that has to be done all the time. It's your vaccinations, your background check, a drug screen, your CPR, all of it has to be like active during your school year. So in order to be good to go for block 1, you have to be fully compliant. And there's like a compliance officer, and they make sure that you're up to date on everything. And there's like green thumbs up by each little check mark you need. If it goes red at any point during your block, you will literally have to leave the block and redo it. So it's so important to be compliant. Look for your vaccinations now from when you were a kid. I had all of mine, thankfully, from my same family doctor. But you'll have to start getting those, and some of them take a long time. So I would just start working on getting them all now. So yeah, after all of that was done, I kind of just waited to hear more. You sign up for a nursing information session. That's mandatory. They kind of just give you a rundown of the program and what the compliance means, so they'll explain it all. And then you have your block 1 professors email you the schedule, what that's going to look like, and then your orientation comes. Block 2 orientation wasn't mandatory, but I still went because students from the previous block come in and tell you a rundown of how the block was, what to expect, what your teacher's teaching style is, what helped them the most, and that was so important to listen to and hear from them. So, because they just went through what we're about to go through. So block 1's orientation kind of just made sense of everything, and that's what I think I needed way at the beginning to make sense of this. So they'll kind of give you the rundown. The schedule for nursing school is pretty much the same for all blocks. You have 1 day for lecture, 1 day for lab, and then your clinical day, and that could be any day of the week. I literally had a clinical last block on Easter, so your schedule is just completely in their hands, and you kind of have to work around what days they give you. So for block 1, for instance, you could have like a lecture Monday and your lab on Friday, and then your clinical could be on a Wednesday or a Thursday. Kind of just depends on what clinical group you're in and then what block you're in. So for block 1, you're just in the nursing home. It's 4 clinical shifts, 12 hours each shift, and it's over 4 weeks. And that's the only clinical you have in block 1. In block 2, you have 2 clinicals. So kind of depends on what block you're in. But I work while I'm in school, and it's totally manageable. That was the other thing I was really stressed out about because I didn't have a sense of what the schedule looked like. So you're always going to be in person 2 days a week, no matter what. And then if you have a skills check off, they might put it on a different day, but they'll let you know. They'll send out schedules and stuff like that. And then whenever your clinical is scheduled. So the most you're in person is 3 to 4 days a week. And then the least amount you're in is, 2 days a week. So hopefully that helps. I work 3 days a week. And I'm able to stay in school and keep my grades up. It just takes a lot of time management and discipline, but it's definitely doable. But hopefully this helped. If you guys have any other questions or want to know what you need to buy for clinicals, where to get your scrubs, let me know and I can make another video. But hopefully this just kind of explained the process of what it looks like to get in. And let me know and I'll make another video. Thanks, guys.